Adishima mama munyina akwaba emamo aha eba UTV so ene ewe premo ato ene ye July da etoso aduonu ensia ekoba de say dia na kasebo ayaboabo no fiti nra ena no pa nyina no na ye de ama me se mefa mesom se prem to bre kasebo ewo UTV so ene ewe na kasebo no enwuma kuo bi ena so yasene ama yemu ayedru ya megyina ha mede ebremo this way chocolate drink yese de ohia ayensuhie ne wunya nsuhie na wohwie guma na wudamu kra best point savings and loans. Wamuko abefontin time fidie so star 277 hash. Na wudam digital banking no wudamu kra na chese internet. Na woni omu edi nsawoso ewoso afi special ice mineral water. Wuye dwumadi bi na wohia nsuo ano no de bia 7 wase de a womo ewo hode ma nwumako bi eka we hu na womo aso masea ma memu ayedura megyina ha mede pram to breka sebo yi ebrem na kasebo no edoso na ne ebedi mu akotene bi enese enra na onyankopon eye adom nam so ema oman ye foto samfo edi oman mu afimpa mu ehu enhyehyɛ ye fa yakɔ sika ho nyina edi tudwa wo de tudwa se Bank of Ghana so eye hyehyɛ aboa na inflation no a ekoso oman Ghana mu no ano atumi abrase Sanso ena mpanifo bi so omoso ka bi yeye efa amanyosem ho eye owura yaw asani tano wono so de atudwa sei oman ye foto samfo de wo oman ya bakosemu no ye hwemu pa wono ena onya de kra no ho nkyekire mu nyina no ye de eba beso mu ewo premto bre kasebo yi eso sanso ena ye sahwibonsu nkwanta so adehia wo mo wo ho adrobafo ene wo mo ka bi yeye se bambo ennim wo ho kra enutu o matoto asre oman sana hene eye posi pani se wo hwe no toto de mayi na bambo enimu ewo ho na nsem bi ka we hu ya editie na edihwe ne nsemfo asone so se ene branda wi mi mfa mrem se pem to bre kasebo mi a medi kasebo ehu pensempensemu eye munua ba Adwoa Obiyaa Obeng na ye mowura kasebo no emu Yebo ra kasebo ni mu dia na yenko oman ye foto samfo yenko ne nkyɛn eno ase de mdi kan eka ye no utumi ebo kupie mu ewo mrahye bedwam enam so de afimpa mu eye yakɔhoma sika ho nkuntabuo ne ho nsɛm nyina ekotodwa na eno ena aba bepie mu se Bank of Ghana wo mo so eye hyehyɛ na atumi aboa na enema hodo a etimi ekɔso ntenten ne bo no kɔso ntentem ewo man Ghana mu no wo mutumi ntenhyehyɛ pa agufom aboa ama ano atumi abrasa fe so sidi no ya na ho den so akɔfo no mre hyehyɛ pa ebegu fom amana hoode no atimi agina pintin ewo man yi emu
Mr. Speaker, we've seen some major shifts in our budget assumptions compared to November 2021 when we presented the budget. These changes have led to reduced revenues, increased interest payments, and changes in interest rates and exchange rates. However, we are committed to staying within the appropriation for 2022. In spite of the underperforming revenues and strong external headwinds, we are not seeking additional funds in this mid-year review. We are determined to efficiently use the windfall from the upstream petroleum sector to make up for our revenue shortfalls and aggressively improve our revenue even as we rationalize expenditures. Mr. Speaker, the Bank of Ghana increased the monetary policy rate cumulatively by 450 basis points between March and May 2022 and reserve requirements to 12% to help address rising inflation and currency depreciation. This led to a significant increase in interest rates and financing costs and a drop in liquidity leading to rollover pressures in order to contain inflation.
Yeda soa ejina mrahye bedwamre ho na eno man ye foto samfo kasa na wosan de betu dwase bambo eye ade ba ko a ekun nana adanko akufuado anase eda na koma so pa yi enu ntini wone na ban no wo mu eye nhyehyɛ na national security tesa so ya wo mu ene hwe bambo so ewo man Ghana mu wa mo mu akade ne niema esene fata na atumi aboa ma asoye no afa ne ntoma pa efra
on national security, the safety of Ghanaians in the face of complex security threats is a major concern to government, and we are using a significant amount of resources to ensure that we keep our country and our people safe. Considering what is happening in the West Africa region, it is important that we prioritize national security, and we have. Whilst it will not be prudent to disclose the full cost of ensuring the security of this state, let me emphasize that it is significant. As a result, the Ghana Armed Forces is implementing an enhanced surveillance program for the country's airspace and international borders through collaboration with other domestic security agencies. We are also aggressively pursuing the Forward Operating Bases program to improve response time and prevent cross-border crimes as well as terrorist infiltration. To further improve internal security, the Ghana Police Service has recruited and trained 5,000 additional officers to put more police in our streets and communities. The service has also launched the See Something, Say Something campaign, intensified anti-armed robbery operations, and intelligence-led sweeps throughout the country.
Yet wakasi ebodo so de daswa wo man ye foto samfo enchen ono so ekasaye a chese ne nkasaye mu no wo chirechire mu se year of root ya aban eyisi ho se wo de yesi nani so se akwan ahodo e wo man Ghana mo betumi aye no edaswa ejire mu pintin enunti e na wo mo ede esi o man so se akwan ahodo ye wo man Ghana mu abi won kran kroduam ha nyina no wo mo ebehwe na wo mo asiesie de nyina no okan ya e de kokosi ye nungwa eye interchange wo mo eye ho 3 tier wo se wo mo eguso kro maye mu ha mu chichemu adunum wo mo eguso dendenden mantam dunsia ye wo man Ghana mu no so no wo mo eguso a eye ho adwumatama motorway no wo kan ho asem a ni nyina ene se year of roads aban edisi nani so no opese o chese wo mo edaso egira mu pintin.
Mr. Speaker, in spite of the revenue mobilizing challenges, the President is determined to fix the roads. Our year of roads program is continues to be on course. Phase 1 of the agreement with the Sino-Hydro Corporation Limited, comprising engineering, procurement, and construction contracts for 442 kilometers of roads and 2 interchanges, have gained significant progress, including Tamale Interchange project completed and commissioned, PTC Runabout Interchange project at 35% completion, upgrading of selected feeder roads in Ashanti and Western regions completed, with a lot more to follow, and Sunyani Inner City roadworks at 63% completion. Other key road and bridge projects are also progressing steadily, including the La Beach Road projects, lots 1 and 2, which includes a 3-tier interchange at Nungwa, is 34% and 50% complete respectively as of June 2022. The phase 2 of the Obiyaa Circle interchange and the flyover on the Accra-Tema motorway from the Flower Port Sprinters Road are 57% and 30% complete respectively as of June 2022. The Kumasi Lake Road and Drainage Extension Project, extension of the existing Adwoa drain, and construction of the Tripatra bus terminal at 92% at the end of 2022. Upgrading of Salaga Ekumdipe Pandai Road at 70% completion, partial reconstruction of Bojaso Adesu Road, Lot 1 at 98% completion, work on the construction of 50 prefabricated bridges to improve connectivity within areas cut off by waterways in all 16 regions have been achieved with progress of about 80%.
Na domdodo a wo mo mrahye bedwam so wo mo so akasa na ye media review yi budget ho sensem ekọ na wie wo mo so de omano atom bi a wo mo kyese Ghana fo enya arehemu enigidie e wo MPP aban no anim efise wo mo ebedane ne mani e moman yi afa ne ntoma pa afira kyese Ghana fo ebeje yensem kra na Ghana ha ohaw ya ye nam no efridie freo enya COVID-19 e na afi Russia fo ntokwa yi a enka ye ho ankyere ye sei ne nyina mu no wo mo e de ato Ghana fo nyina nti enya gidie mapa e wo mu a ebetumi no nam so ema deputy majority leader wo mrahye honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin ejire mu ede atudwa se Ghana fo wo montonko so a emo MPP aban no achi dom na entumi emo na adwumaso ya wo mo ye wo man mu no entumi enyi.
That this government remains focused. We are determined. We are not comparing ourselves with the NDC, but in real terms, they are the major political party in opposition. They are the main opponents that are seeking for power. So don't let us allow them to mislead us into thinking that they can do it better. For the avoidance of doubt, it is the same old NDC appointees with their appointor still leading them for another supposed quest for power. Yes. I repeat, it is the same old NDC appointees who we have in parliament, who they have in their party headquarters, who they send out onto the radio station with their appointor seeking to lead this country one more time. What did they do when they had opportunity? In comparative terms, in relative terms, can they say that they did better than this government? No. So that impression must not be created. I'm happy my respected colleague, Honorable Hawa Kumsin, is here. Look at the interventions that we have made in the fishery sector. For 8 years of NDC in government, in fact, they even got CDB facility. One of it was to fund the coastal development project, the London Beach project. Not a single one of them was ever done.
Yet wakasi ebono so na yako opani bako ye ranking member ye committee a wonhwe nsika sem so mrahye bedwam honorable Dr. Ato Forcing wono so e de atodwa se oman ye photo samfo wonka no kure bako si if se akwanya bia wo benya bia na nsem ahodo a woka bia no enya de a wotumi eka no kure eche Ghana fo efa ye tibia nkasa ye namu oman Ghana mti sa suban no a ewo ne mu no entimi ma Ghana fo enhu enema potin ye a ekoso anase ade potin ye so ewo my Ghana mu ntimi mmoa e magana fo yentumi enkonko yanim ti opani no wonya sa de na bra no wonya wonka no kore enche Ghana fo ewo man ye tebia ye namu.
The 2022 budget, I recall when it was read first in November last year, got investors very jittery, and as a result they started exiting Ghana's market. Today the minister's media review of the 2022 budget is worse. The budget, the media review document that he just presented is nothing but empty. Nothing but empty. Unfortunately, we do not have the competent hands to take Ghana out of this mess. That's true. We do not have competent hands to take this country out of the mess that we've seen ourselves. Ajegong, yes. Things are out of hand. Yes. I'm disappointed in the statement today as a Ghanaian that I am thinking that if a country is in crisis to the extent that your debt is unsustainable, when you come and appear before the people's representative, Parliament of the Republic, first you have to speak the truth. Second, you have to speak in a way that you get public buy-in. It's a missed opportunity. The minister has missed an opportunity to tell the true state of Ghanaian economy to the people of Ghana, for all of us to accept it and get a buy-in. Unfortunately, we only heard propaganda and things that are not possible, only for him to report to us that he has missed every target and is going to even miss more, and set unrealistic target that is going to drive this country further into the ditch. This government, all what they know to do most is that they think that every problem must be confronted with a debt. I call it one problem, one debt. One problem, one loan. One P, one L. That is what this government is practicing. Today, our public debt is in excess of 400 billion Ghana cedis. Yet the minister in this document failed to talk about public debt. He failed to talk to us that Ghana is not in a position to be able to repay our debt. I was thinking that he will use this opportunity to address the issue of debt restructuring. Colleagues, let me be honest with you. Our country is now highly indebted middle-income country, IMIC. Our position is worse than the HIPIC days. That is where we are. I expected the minister to be truthful, candid, and be able to confront the problem head-on. But unfortunately, what we witness today is nothing but incompetence. We've seen incompetence at the highest level. I've never seen anything like this since I became Ghanaian. Unfortunately, our country is in bad hands.
Honorable Governs Kwame Agbuza opani a oda committee a wohwe ya kwan ne akwantempon ho nsem so ewo mrahye bedwam wono so akasa de atudwa se omanyi ye mpani ya wono ehwe ensika sem so ewo mrahye ewo man mu ekopie mu ewo mrahye bedwam etimi eka se akwan ne akwantempon ahodo ebe ye wo man Ghana mu ne foforo so no wo mo ebesa de tobutu no asan abaso no eye aniwu sem kese pa efsi ye Ghana ha ya na wo mo kire se wo mo engigipiu enam so ma wo mo ye adwuma ho kra no wo madwuma ehwe wo mo nti yenese wo san ko na wo san ba bebe ka se ye akwan foforo wi ebe san de tobutu no aba na eye aniwu sem pa sa asem no wo kan ye no wono de wo gidi se entimi e masokra e wo man yi emu.
You are now telling us in 2022 you are going through procurement. When in 2021 you said you have already done procurement and signed a contract. In 2022 you told us you have finished the procurement process. This is how NPP manages this country. Deception, disgraceful comment. When it comes to road tolls, look at what he said. The finance minister told us one of the reasons he cancelled the road toll was because road toll collection ends up creating pollution in the environment. He said because of pollution, he stopped the collection of the tolls. Today, he's saying that they are going to build a motorway as a part of PPP. As we speak, the people who have lost their job as a result of what he did, some of them are standing here. He hasn't said anything about paying them. So we are saying that this government can never be trusted. It's very disgraceful for him not to apologize to the people of this country that when he spoke in 2021 and then in the 2022 budget, he actually lied about the status of the motorway. And for the road toll, I want to commend him for at least, today he didn't pray before starting, but interesting, today he told a little bit of truth. The previous times he quoted the Bible, he says so many things. Today, fortunately, he didn't pray, but at least a little bit of truth came. Our brothers and sisters, we believe that road tolls actually can be a factor of investment on our roads. That is why when he cancelled it, we told him it was a wrong decision. And you remember what they did to Speaker. When Speaker even told them that by law, you need to come to Parliament before you can cancel the tolls, they told Speaker to go and collect the tolls himself. In front of Speaker today, he's telling us that he's bringing a tolls back. This finance minister is not fit for purpose. It's a disgrace when he leaves this house today. He should go and tender his resignation. He's totally lost control of the economy and cannot be trusted to tell the truth about anything. And that is why I feel that this should be the last time he comes to Parliament. He should resign tomorrow morning. But guess what? President Akufo-Addo ain't got the balls to sack him. Because if he sacks him, his government will collapse further. But we, the people of this country, will show them the door in 2024. And we are told that they are trying to engineer the voters register by laying a CI that disenfranchises people. Like I told you before, Ghana card, as we speak, 38,000 people in the Adaklu are in the census. 25,000 of them qualify to get Ghana card. But as we speak, less than 2,000 people have Ghana card in Adaklu because they feel that many of the people in Adaklu will vote against NPP. So the best thing to do is to disenfranchise them. It will not happen. I call on people of this country to send a message to NPP. Whatever you do, you have lost this election. No amount of propaganda and lies will save you.
Awusiafo egusua eto akase ebo no so ewo UTV so premoato se de medical aka no na Dr. Joseph Yensu owo ahoma no so oye senior economic lecturer ewo Kumasi Technical University nti ye bekọ ne nchen na ekoba sei na wo mo ebe ready budget na ya brofo nko a nti ye kwa wo mo nchen na mo so abafo mo bubu mu nketenkete na wo ma kyerɛkyerɛ mu na yatumi atiase nti ye bekọ Dr. Yensu enchen na wa kyerɛkyerɛ ewo economic kwan so no ewo twi mu no watimi akyerɛkyerɛ mu kakra na yatumi atiase doc mu akọ aba eba prem to breka se boy so ewo UTV.
Yo, me jo super.
Na bibi aboko de.
Nyame adaroma, ye ho ye.
Ye de nyame ase. Ye de nyame ase. Yeso ye ho ye wo ha. Na budget yi de ekoba ne se ya na brofo no aye bebre. Ensem no wo mo eka bebre chese don hwiri be te se mienu ni akire kura. Nti ekoba ne sa na mo a mo so makwadare ewo economics mu no na yaba mo nche na motimi abubu mu kakra amaye. Nti no ye pese ye hunu wan kasa wo wadwini mu anase wo economics kwan so no budget no sen na hunu enra.
Yo, me da si bebre. Michia watifo nyina. Yes, budget na enra finance minister bekae. Eye na sede se osoba beka.
Yo.
Say it's mandated. So to me, the mid-year budget ebe to ho. Ni hu kwa ebe paso. Na nyomu ni say nyoma no obobo osu nyina no is just only making a statement. A statement to be can obeka because I will share when seeking approval from Parliament. So be petika. But nyoma na ewo da no. Ano ba ya obeka ho asem.
Yo.
Na so we share one making anything different. One try a kwanya I be faso ema or minor senior nyoma asi ase no ye be faso yakoyeni. For example, obeka bi to say IMF. Ana no person cheche mu di e ko IMF. But the wo sha that finance minister here na kete do because no IMF dey yenko IMF da. Nyoma na ye di atoto o man mu no. That economic fundamentals no ebe boama o man yakoyeni. And so you do baby no economic fundamentals na antimi anya adwuma. I'm straight away. Yes, I call IMF. Na ama nipa no wo man mu. Why do you then? Now, apart from that, no, we can be about the roto. Roto no. At the end of the day, a idea. Yen in coming time to the roto. I will for some time. Where it me enya skadi at the bois and more money economy. Into Uba, no, nice one would say. The scale you go, dear. In the other here, you maintaining. The road to name to me, yes, cabinet me from Kuyeni. But when you came, you abolished the whole thing. We free hope. And then will say, you better echo back. Why our leaders at times somebody disappointed? Because at the end of the day, when you take in a decision now, I will say, what me examine the decision who say, to me implement here what will actually happen. But at the end of it was just a rush. And no more rush you may do. I did that. Into a no abana. What's the road to the back? No, then it means you are not making any headway. Into a sign said, no man wanted to not no. I knew you, mamma. Into these are the areas of official state mission. Apart from that, no, they can. The bit is a one district, one factory. And then one district, one factory, no. A year, MPP points on me as a no. Ghana, a doom pepe subia. And what say to me, Eja, I'm anonymous for crime. Na yan kasa, no, ye depend on our things. It means that Nana Akufo-Addo made the point there, Ghana going beyond aid. It means a young Catholic not to make it there. The various districts, no, will be a factory, and can produce for ourselves. Now, where are the factories? What do you see? Let's take this for example. If you're talking about factory, I would say if you know the brain, who says, I don't know where you produce, no, we're going to consume ourselves. If you take a country like Nigeria do baby, no, or more abino, estopo. The importation of rice. And now Nigerians, they are consuming local rice. So when you sit in a country, near see you open up district one factory there, then we have to make sure say, yet the any alcohol, I share no my year, and man can be within the 5 years, 6 years, no, I will get me now. Finance Minister make another statement about the one factory. So what are you talking about? At the end of the day, and can you expect it by this time, no, I will say to me 899 so, but into me 899 so. It means to say, it's just a statement. And nobody make it because, or you're in a study, or sober, nobody review the budget. No. And yeah, no, he made an issue where he was talking about free SHS. And he said free SHS, a year power memo, because they do by a year for whom, into I say one will be at Miko school. But the free SHS, no, it was a hasty decision. Abaning a year. Because na ke kanka be boy sisi ano e man say bibia abane fa yintino e no ka ho e na ma ho kiraba it at the end of the day no I was expecting the minister to talk about review na e ba ni say nka ye restructure because osha abane mu no mpanifo bibia ka say nka ye review because there are some people omo oman mu a omo manyi no metima tua na aboa ma che say abane wan ha ni kakra na say ehia for kakra no we can actually support them. But I don't know if you say that the free SHS is on course, when you also know that at the end of the day, Ghana, you watch the Intino and you call IMF there. Why don't you talk about the review and then bring in the policies? What can you do? What can you put in place to make sure that at the end of the day, the free SHS, no, just say, abandon to me the Nyoma for Bidiaba. So you said all this things. So I see, in all, I see that yes, it's mandated. When does also to me here. But no better any there. It was just a statement that also come. But so all checks say kwanya, but we are drew no you bet me a Jinasona or mine, Senya Nyoma, Boa, Air Costro, Senya Nyoma, Dindi or Manum, one bringing any strategy, but you only came in to make a statement. Apart from that, no, you were talking about the Ukraine and talking about the Russia. When you talk about the Ukraine war and talk about the Russia war, it means that Ghana, you are still not, of our own self. Because I was saying Ghana, and no matter the impact, it needs to affect you too much. But if you complain, and then always saying that it's a COVID, and there is a Ukraine-Russia war, then you are not bringing in any strategies. You are not bringing in anything. You are not coming to outline. You are not coming to tell Ghanaians that this is the way we have to go. Now, in case it's taking hand, 10 years or 20 years or so many this thing for Ukraine and Russia war to continue, then where are you going to stay? Ghana, you begin to have intimacy say no be kind idea because in share the money say I was so timid country be kind, but it was just a statement that I have not seen any strategies that are binding put in place to make sure that the economy be begin now. You
Doctor Yesu where the mamfa we entoa so anase mimisa na ne wo keka nyina de na ne asem a aban e kan ye say 2.5 years entem no obeda ne kuro yani amana sesa kura no menya sure say wo gidie wo musa.
You talk about 5 years now. 5 years 8 me akọ.
O say 2.5 years yi e wo ye nimi no obesakra ne emamu wo hwe nhyehyɛ pa ode agu fom ne ade a obesakra
2.5 years na de nanimu a ode ba besakra ne emamu sa. Now let's look at the IMF. I don't agree that within the 2.5 years no we bet me the essential minimum because nya papi no chance buy no almost 5 years. What changes have you made? Now at the end of the day, what will the 2.5 years? Now let's look at IMF Monday you're going to take it.
So IMF you omo boy en kakra obetimi de bia so niema mu atototo niema sakra 2.5 years no.
I was saying mission conditions no outline the IMF. The IMF condition of the beba no on bet say emfa dwumafo e bia free SHS nkopotwamu ye we
I don't know the free SHS na de doc free SHS na de o say IMF for rep buy no wo mokra be commend wo mo sai wo ma yesa social intervention nam so magana fo bebre no anya kwanya etitiri nkwada no anya kwanya hiafo nyina ma wo mu tie ne de IMF for kra ba commend wo mo se wo ma yade pa tie ne de nya de a wo mo de wo beka wo mo de wo sa beka as a conditions ye de ba beto se wo munyim firi ho no mo ntime de emwa amayen e wo man emu.
Obiyaa can say it's not good. When you look at the statement I made, Mr. can say the fees is very good. But Newman think to be on Caban bit me review because it was a scaffold and could be on commitment to your mama. Nanke ya share a here for no, Nanke scanning biaka, near to me other sectors near Yakoyanin, and can I say Yabeko IMF. That is why I say a binary can buy no cancer no Yanko IMF, the same Minister of Finance, and no Casa Yanko IMF. But at the end of the day, I didn't hear IMF because the can you these are the areas and if it's a year, Obiyaa can say a constitution would say you should have that PSHS there. But nanka ye gradually anka ye kwanka ye mpre ho nti anka me ho nkwokyere e ma say IMF issue na abanika se onko sanka onko. But if you look at this now you cap about restructure or reviewing na you make me review the PSHS even though IMF people have come. Yes, we are in a country ye na omani area na ye fi say anka emwa ye no e o say yi free ho na ye trying to make sure that strategize be via manako so fine. Into omaka be there but omaka no e be boa ye ana emwa ye. Why are you supposed to look at it? So what now when I talk about 2.5 years into man ye be ko yanima Obiyaa bompa say Ghana see it me ko yanim but ye pese say ye pese hu nyoma wo ja tuna kwan so within the 5 years intimacy san ye within the 2.5 years nyoma be san nyoma that is fine but I'm believing that they should come out with the strategies on me ye hu akwanya omo ja tutu ho ye to see no price cost ro nyoma na mo ja tutu we be say Ghana you are beyond A because if you are looking at it exchange rate is going up. And the exchange rate is going up because you are importing everything, outside the country. And the ones you are importing things outside the country, it put pressure on the foreign currency. It is So what policies have you put in place? What policies have you put in place that within the 2 years, Ghana, you are going beyond 8%, you are not going to depend on them again, the foreign product again, that we can consume our own product. These are the things we are looking at. So what measures have you put in place? But no be making just a statement without justifying the paces just at the end of the Ghana within the 2.5 years, you end up disappointing the people. So I believe that it was a statement one chair kwan so ebegyina so a within 2 years ebegyina yɛn nan so IMF sikaba yes yes sanka yɛn pay akɔgyaba they said bɛyɛ den how is it going about it let us have a justification so that economics for and finance for we can predict that within the 2.5 years no or mind be what basis then a median so eja predict near okay we make any justification towards the 2.5 years or man be so sanko make say when IMF sikano ye di we when just these are the conditions that IMF diaba you say within 2 years no you have been out of these kind of readings na aboa mi akoye it's important that this justification no ebetima ba me etimi akoye nim and yes sir what basis what data are you based on that to predict that within the 2.5 years no Ghana will be okay. You are praying.
Okay.
The Ghana it's me. Nyoma timi to yemaye. Na nyoma bo ever form. Na you see the institute me jina ni na so because yankasa you produce when you are consuming media. You all be very happy and that's what you are praying for. That's always depending on the international organization before you survive.
And Dr. Joseph Ayensu and I say Yensu metabo odino Ayensu but Yensu yeda wasepa or ye senior economic lecturer KN Kumasi Technical University. Just a wono any etwetwe nkomo kasa ye efa ye budgeti afimpa mu budget anase yaka humasika ho nsensem ya ho nkuntabuo ne ho nsensem nyina no ogina so ede emu ode ba fom kra emaye metumi etiase enti ebeda Dr. Joseph Yensu ase ewo nchirichirimu a ode free eye Kumasi ede abreye to akase ebo no so na yako opani ba kwa ono so ekasa ewa amanyose mu pa eye owura yawo asanita no wono so ede atodwa se si yako amanyose mu pa oye sotamfo a waba anase opani a wohwe yensi kasem so pa waba bepiem wo mai Ghana mu a wonya de kura eye oman sisi a opani a wote so a wototo yensi kasem emaye ewo man Ghana mu na opani no wohwe kwan ahodo ofa so etoto ne emaye ewo sabe ya wo hawo ne abenidie ekoso ewo man Ghana mu bibia ede de fefe se opani no wonya de enti no ebeye fe se opani no wono ankasa ebefri nanum ton akasa adwuma no mentumi enye enti me de krata abase mentumi enye bi nti won resign na entumi emwane yempa obi fufura obetumi aboa ma yensi kasem atoto yie ewo man yi mu.
Into the problem we have in this country, no, a president no ene ne wafasi o se hwan can ofuriata. And it is important say Ghana for a better rising. Sir 2.5 years now or request no. One is this 2.5 years now no. It is say a match corner office na you removing by force. He is not doing anything to help the economy of this country. Ahemfo they are not talking. Asofo they are not talking. Even the business community, they are feeling the pinch of this abysmal performance of the finance minister. No? They are not talking. And I bet you, says so much 22.something billion Ghana cedis at the good system. No. And like the Honorable Keslato Forsen said, it is illegal. It's first can hang a koye. And no more the share cathedral national. Ghana for ebre. And you see, so what prentice cabebre ego economy more. It doesn't fix your inflation. No. Rather, no normal boy by yedding. The same normal boy na baba yed because money has been pushed into the system. Normal boy by yedding was system no as we speak yed na yedim baby a free buy no. Say now money baby a free call. Inflation 29 point something. You're rounding up to 30%. It has never happened. Your back say roll its time now we saw something like that. Mobile and you preached better economist system say more back up the revamp everything and I always say because when we are analyzing so if baby a chassis now would the bedroom baby a was see the previous administration as I keep on saying it is not because I am a fan of NDC or whatever but the facts are there that they left economic buffers economic pillars for you to come and inherit 2 oil fields who sends to a sinking fund Ghana Infrastructure Development Fund wunyaye. Ubenya Heritage Fund. Ubenya esla ne other funds wo ho anka obetumi a leverage upon na wo dia ball man ho bra. Rather no loans bonds ahoro just for your own parochial interest. That man must be removed. And if there's anything we have to do to remove him, it is a strong demonstration. I say, yeah, now he occupying the office just as he went to occupy the presidency when he was looking for that opportunity to come into government and then steal our monies. The performance of this finance minister has been the worst across the African continent. and we must speak truth to power. He has no locus again in telling us that we should give him 2.5 years. If we gave you 5.5 years, and you have messed up the economy continuously, and yes, sir, in your tenure of office, no, papa kakra, because the 2017, 2018, 19 so-called gains or growth was not engineered by them. All those growth were there. IMF World Bank predicted it. Said by 2017, we may grow up at about 5.7% or so, and 2018 about 6 point something. But even that, we even went higher.
Na Western Regional Police Commander DCOP Edusa Poku na ono so de ato aposti fo ayato omo akopie mu ewo Amanfi East District mu se wo mo ekoro wo mo nkohunahuna timamufu a wo mo ewo ne aposti fo no wo mu bi wo ha wo kwanje se behunahuna wa wo yatimamuni a ye kwakyewa ne ye de ode ne dibia ne ode hunahuna wa ne no no de afutu ama wo mo se mo kɔ no mo nkohunahuna wo mo nkɔ na mo nkɔ ye adwuma se de be ye mo betime nya mu arehye mu na bibia ne a wo matimi aba bebɔ mo amane na ode sansem wo nyina tudwa wa bra Western Regional Coordinating Council for wo mo eboa ya police post bi e wo mpotam ho no wo mo atumi akobia no
DCOP Edusa Poku kasaye mu no na wo chi ma police adwuma na wo hosa no o mutai people ne so obehwe hu ne so obebo japade ne nkwa ho ban na se boni bi si na nipa bonefo no betumi atu won so sam won sa ka mu a ene na obehia amanfo mu e sanse onye nkunyayifo na boni bi si ahwe petetakra mu ahunu se boni we dia simesia ene fata no ni nyina no obehia timamufo mu a na bibisi a we yuna sotre na won so atuma ye adwuma e se fata na police adwuma no animu atumi abanyam police adwuma e fo wa Amanfi East Mansen mu so wa hu ni sa na amanfo beko omwa no ye won haya asem bisi a enya de obi wona sutre e de afa ho ekoba san so de na wa adwuma wodi e wo hono no e kama question faso bia amfiri won so amba
police adwuma no abeye shared responsibility o man kan ho and the police for kan ho and the police no and no woni o man san kapo mamu I'm for you now. Let's asem tuwa bi ya makanifi na mosechina. Oni o mo tuna se ebi na asema no na pra no me sure se obegbe abaka asema ene ya nyese mo police fo a ebi nim ye na se ya who say IDP take action and to Israel police na emawodia so police ne bi na nyawda ufa ka na ko wasakopon akobo police pani no na mane district commander akobo na mane say ade apapa di yemi no mane nyehu
DCOP ka sa chire no e no he na wa France na amu ajafo a otosumienu enso de tukromafo ni nyina anim so bibia hwe hu ni so obedi mra so e sanse so okoye boni bi na bambofo nsa eso mu a enya de opanyini bia ebeka ne chacha so di wachi akwakopa achewo e de ama wo
na mahu se wasaye wo haw ba ye matiti mu ba ye kwala adwemu ba di ba boni ayenka ba ye chire dia ni abanana ye so kwana ko mai ba me kana ne mati na na ko police station ba ko pache ba mo je na mitimi a wa ma se na na ko pache mami mi aye boni kure mi wa ma chiwo de wo yes ade na ba no na mbe pache ma kuro na ku
na ne kwakura mu na banka chipanyina o wa Amanfi East Mansen mu Frederick Ranche enso de nsem sei atudwa
sisi na me ka sei ye police fo wa ha edurusia enson 67 Obiyaa was Amanfi and our population and housing census of Obiyaa. Yeah, be 180,000. It is also which one police neighbor Obiyaa 2,500. No matter what we are coming. And we get someone why more police for now more information. So yes, sir. And found say Yabesi police station is si ama police for information police for no mutumi enye kuma
na adwumaku a wɔn na hwɛ sɛ de bɛyɛ nubɔne ɛho ɛnom anaasɛ ne ho adwadie ɛnkɔ so ɛwɔ man Ghana mu ɛyɛ Narcotics Control Commission menemo kasɛe ne wɔn akopie mu ɛwɔ oti mantam mu nam so ɛma aposifo a wɔn ɛwɔ Jasekan ɛne KJB abɔ wɔn akyi dɔm akopie mu ɛwɔ ntampi afuo yewi afuo kɛseɛ bi mu ɛwɔ dodi asubɔi na wɔn ɛkyerɛ sɛ de nneɛma ɛnkɔ yie ɛfa ho na emra ɛkasa tientie no wɔn akotwa gya tum kyɛ sɛ wohwɛ kora wi afuo die na nsɛ kora na Rastafarian Commission for kora na sɛ community omo man Ghana mu na wɔn ɛkyɛ sɛ ntinke etimi commercialize a enka yenkopie mu kora ɛwɔ amef sika wɔ mu pa na ɛno ɛna etia Ghana emrantie no aposifo ne Narcotics Control for wɔn akokopie mu ɛwɔ KJB mansini mu a wɔn ɛdi dwa akokotum wɔn ahye wi afuo nyinaa dwerebe
Openyina Narcotics Control Commission wosi wona na mu e wotimantam no mu ene Madam Jeffin Sibiri. Ne kasa e mu no e na wochirima no ma bi na bonhwerema go na sum. So openyini bi ane din e de Erika Dira. Openyina di mfinhyia no aduanan num 45 years. Kwa adwuma hodo o ma Ghana mu no openyina nya bi anye. Wando nkatia ndo aburu, wano ahwedie, wando koko na wando banchi wi, brunsamta haban nyansa eno openyini ne hye koko mu a odo e wotimantam no mu. We amampenifo ho ye ha okokopa wo panyine no e de na kwakogina asɛmdibia ama kota hye mfa no kotum mfinhyanum na wɔsɛntwe sika bɔtene 24,000 Ghana cedis emfa nka ho Madam Jeffin Sibiri ejina so e de afutu e ma amanfo sei
apolisifo mo KJB District Command and your masoto from eno munya ntiye sɛ ye nua ba ma bi a woni mfie 45 years a odo we efu na omo ene yen the commission which is the Narcotics Control Commission efa ayonko bro ena ye hu adwuma nti yetumi eche eni abema na oye sa no ya che no na ye nhwehwemu ne hu ye nhwehwemu wie ne de ne court na ye de ne court no edi na asem awie ye nrua wotna asem no so no emane enfie enum ena fine 24,000 which is 2,000 penalty unit so when to me entua fine na and also attracted 2 years of imprisonment until can you na boma over for 7 years na ye di kan a ye as a regional command when na ye di kan nti ye bestra ye man for mo oti from Jasekan KJB Dambai Pasa wo ti region mu bia ye bestra o sese o di sa dwumade bia ye bestra o se jan na we nyan na embra so mu a embra ni ebeti
Yetu aso de ana yekɔ adehye adwadifo ne adrobafo a mo bonsu nkwanta ewo eye Western region wo mo asem a wo ka ene se niema enkoyie kura ne titiri efa bambo ho ewo ho enu nti wo mo etoto asre oman ye sana hene ye wo hwe ye bambo ho nsem so IGP ene wo mo ka bi ye se aposifo a wo mo ho wo mu ni aka de baako se enti yeto sa frɛ wo mo a wo mo kura no wo mo enkwa eda san mu ntini wo ma na watimi aba abehwe ne nkwa ewo ho enti wo mo besre empanifo se wo mo ma wo mo akande ene aposifo so a wo mo so wo mo oman Ghana mu yemfa bi enka ho na wo mepie mo ho na bambo mu entimi enyere wo se de be betimi aboa wo mo ma wo mo akobadie no atimi awiepeye e wo Western North region ho
de wo mu nyina na se wo hwe Adwoa district na atense robbery na ekoso bebre na beye bosome miensa ne mienu ntam de bometima ka se bosune de patam de asomdwe ni hakra make say krobia efro ho aboboya na nsen arobes kotake manfo ebo nipa tu ba kutu ewo ho ofiri ho a ukọ dangem ombo nipa be mienu tu ewo ho na latest one kra make say eye be na wotwe mienu ni na arobes betake esa bo nipa ba kutu a make so ofiri mu ya nti eno so ena na ma atin se pe checks ewo grounds na mabunu no ewo krodu ema so atin se ne wo volume 6 kakra ho mo so ye o madwuma nti ena kofa ba ya detectives omahu aroba eba ya emabunu no ebotwi eje trade ko police station ya omokoyi ni hye no be 2 weeks ni asem esi adwuma putu kwase na asefem say aroba physical obi otimoto so yekun ya jinkofo ni na sika efiri onsem di nyamianum ama adwuma na yede
for example every akati so e ba se no partners no me fa bonsu wanta bi if you say the ACC kwamo no e din yi pa nti e ma se adwuma na e din okay sa aban timi ne nya police barriers wo baby to say ofri akati so e ba no Africa side we nya barrier ho a police photo anwa futu forest mu nya barrier esiwa mfi say ana afi atan so barrier ai forest mu no barrier na won so nka mutimi e ma police photo na mfi sanka sa na wo nyina ebe kofom
ye lodu kura na ekokwan so a ye yam hyehye yen enam say an robbers a e ha ye nti ye hunu oha bebre me ankasa me kasa kura na an robbers atrete me ashutu me tu makoma 4 badnyame ene di mu afofi a me da so te ase enti ye sre aban no say obetimi aboa police for mo bonsu nkwanta na omusa ada se mo bema ebia beka ho ana o mama mo patrol team a o mo ye strong na yesi ye nama ye yam hyehye yen ye nama yenye se sika bi ne ye de ko ba bi o anso no onama utu ka pe na o yam hyehye
how are you come ni say an Roberts die so atwentwi o mama ye sika sem nyina ye basa me am gina ye frame storekeeper me store so am ye wa say an Roberts abetwa no mprenu o ma di ka bu first why awuram akoyi niama de ko o ma san betwa akire asan be yi niama de ko sika no kita wasenem kura na o de ko a ye kosia wa ye bo waji ya mo anyi ya ye ku enti se amai ahonkyira ba ye so pa enti ye sra Ghana ban so wa mo bi de beboa ye animanimu ya ye sra no a so betime tu sa na mo e de aboa ye
Adeshima Mamuguswa ehwe YouTube from Tobreka Sebo enne branda ewie baby ye dri ye betwa ye ho ne yakwa akwaje aboafo nkrato bo ye ba agudie ho nsem so ebeba animado ba be kame ho na ya agudie ho nsem nyina no ode eba ba besumenti banko ba bia ye twa ye ho na ya basisia